Hello everyone. So today we are going to start our next chapter, that is pollination. All animals, including human beings, depend on plants directly or indirectly for their survival. So products from plants such as medicines, rubber, gum, fiber, fodder, etc. help us to meet our daily requirements. Plants also purify the air. Thus, it is important for us to grow plants. So, a flower has two important roles. First one is to attract insects that help in pollination, and the second one is to form seeds that will grow into new plants. Flowers turn into fruits, and fruits usually have seeds inside them. A flower is made up of four parts arranged in a whorls. Whorls means spiral-like pattern. So the four parts are sepals, also called calyx. Next is petals or corolla. The third one is carpel or gynoecium. And the last one is stamen or androecium. So here you can see the picture of a flower showing the different parts. Now let's read about the different parts of a flower in detail. Let's start from sepal first. So this green leaf-like structures at the base of a flower is called sepals, and they cover and protect the bud of a flower. Next is petal. So this colorful part of a flower is called petal. So petals help to attract insects and are sometimes sweet smelling. The next part is also called carpel or gynoecium. So it is the female part of a flower and it lies in the center of the flower. Now let's read about carpel in detail. So carpel has three parts. They are stigma, style and ovary. So this stigma is the sticky part on which the pollen grain falls. Next is style. So it is a long tube that connects this stigma to the ovary, and this ovary contain ovules which turn into seeds. The next part is stamen. Let's read about stamen in detail. So stamen, also called androecium, and it is the male part of a flower. It has two parts, anther and filament. So anther is the top of a stamen that contains a yellow powder called pollen grains. And filament is the long stick-like structure of a stamen. So sepals and petals are the non-reproductive part of a flower. Means no new plant can grow from these parts. But carpel and stamen are the reproductive parts of a flower. Means these parts are important for growth of new plant. Next, what is complete flower? So a flower that has all the four parts, that is sepals, petals, carpel and stamen, is called a complete flower, or we also call it bisexual flower. So why we call it bisexual? Because such flower contain both female reproductive part as well as male reproductive part. So here are some examples of bisexual flower. That is hibiscus, mustard, rose and lily. The next one is incomplete flower. So a flower in which any of the parts, that is either stamen or carpel, is missing is called incomplete or unisexual flower. As in this picture you can see only carpel is present but stamen is absent. So it is unisexual flower. Or in this flower you can see the stamen is present but carpel is absent. Means in a flower if any one sexual part is missing then we call it unisexual flower or incomplete flower. So here are some examples of unisexual or incomplete flower. They are cucumber, papaya and date palm.